Happy 2026, everyone. Sorry about my camera here. It's tilted funny and I'm driving. There's not much I can do about it. I'm a little hot on the collar, so I just wanted to reach out and spew a little bit. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas and New Year's, whatever it is you celebrate. That I hope it was good and filled with happy people, doing happy shit, and eating good food. So I hope that's how it happened for you. I'm a little hot under the collar because right now in school, my kid went back to public school. Even though it was against my wishes, the homeschool thing wasn't working for us. So the book that they're looking at reading is called The Other Boy, which was brought to my attention by another parent of a child in my child's class. They read this book and told me about it. I had no idea what was going on. I really didn't. I don't keep on top of it. My child knows like right from wrong and sense from nonsense. And so we've had lots of conversations. We have a trans person in our family. I don't have anything against trans people. I know that they're real, but I don't think they should be pushing this shit in school. And I was just having a conversation with myself, trying to work out like how I actually feel about it. And the thing is that the LGB really has nothing to do with it. You're lesbian, you're gay, you're bisexual. You have, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, you have no control over how you feel sexually. Heterosexual, gay, bi, those are like how you're wired as far as I know. Like I can't say that I'm heterosexual because of anything. It's just, I just am. And I assume it's probably the same for gay and bisexual people as well. That's the only thing. The rest of this shit of the trans and don't know who I am today, that's a mental health issue. You feel like you were born in the wrong body. There's nothing wrong with your body. You don't have an arm growing out of your head. You don't have a leg growing out of your stomach. You don't have kidney problems. You don't have a problem with your physical body. Yeah, I might be a little raw in my language, but this is how I feel. And I know that this is how a lot of people feel, but very few of them are willing to say anything. So if you feel your feelings and think that you were born in the wrong body, you think inside of your head with your brain. This is your brain telling you that something's wrong with your body. But when you look, you can see that your body is not a problem. Like, you're good. So then by deduction, there has to be something wrong in your head. And I don't understand why if I had something wrong in my head, people wouldn't be helping me instead of being like, no, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. You're fine. You know what? We'll just change and everyone will accept you. Why can't these people get help? I don't get it. Anyway, I had discovered that that's how I feel about it. The LGB, in my opinion, they don't belong in that same group. They just don't. It's not the same thing. In my opinion, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. I got to get off my rant. That was the only thing I had to really say. I'd love to hear how you guys feel about it. Am I like totally out to lunch here, or are people feeling how I feel as well? Or I don't know. I don't know what to. I think that I am logical. I think I'm being logical, and the book that they're reading is about a little girl who decides she feels like a boy at 12 years old, and everybody is affirming her situation. And the villain of the story, now I haven't read the story, I got the synapse of it from my friend who read it and said the worst part of the story was how they villainized the dad who didn't agree with the transitioning of his daughter. So the one guy now I thought the motto was inclusivity, but that seems to only be the case if you agree with that side of it. So anyone who's on the disagree with it side, those guys are the villains. So that's not very inclusive. In fact, in my opinion, it's discriminatory. And some dude was coming at me in my lane around a corner. Like, what do you do with that? Why do you do that? Stay in your own fucking lane when you're driving. Go to kill somebody. Why is the opinion of the one person who just isn't bowing down to this crap, now he's the villain? So the fact that you're not trans, you got a problem. And you know what? Here's the other part of that. When you're an adult, I don't care. It's none of my business. None of my business at all what you do with your life, as long as it makes you happy and you don't make the taxpayers pay for it. That's a problem I have. If you want to be trans or whatever and you need surgeries and medication, you should pay for that. Unless you're somebody who works and has a job with insurance that covers it. But you shouldn't be getting any of this fucked up money from the government at all. Which is happening, at least I know for sure in Nova Scotia. So that's how I feel about it. Grown adults, none of my business. You're pushing this shit on kids at school who are already going through teens. Tell me teenage years wasn't hardcore, scary, confusing enough without having this other option. There's already kids in this class who were gay, bi, and now they're straight. How confused are these kids? If the kid, okay, let's just imagine for a minute there's one, we've all seen the kids who your kids hang out with, and you just know, even when they're little, that those kids are gay. You just know. But let's just say that there is a trans kid, which I don't believe. Let's just say that. Then that situation should be for that kid and their family to deal with. You shouldn't make all the other families and all the other kids feel like they're the bad people for thinking that there's something wrong there. And that's how I feel about it. You want to be inclusive, then you have to be open to all the conversations. Like when my family member transitioned, they were open to all the questions. Anything we wanted to ask, and actually we've become closer since this happened because my nephew, and I have had these conversations, and he can see that I'm not transphobic at all. I am anti-experimenting on confused children when everybody knows it's commonly accepted that we are not fully developed in our brains until we're 25. So then why would you put these ideas into a developing brain? It doesn't make sense unless you're doing it on purpose for whatever reason your outcome is, which I don't know. Anyway, I gotta stop my rant because I am on my way somewhere. But that was a conversation that I was having with myself, and I thought, I wonder if I'm the only one who feels that way. So I hope you have a happy new year. Just remember, this isn't really the new year. The new year doesn't happen until April 1st, April Fool's Day. They've messed with everything, our calendars, our everything. This is the reason you can't keep your New Year's resolutions, is because you're in the period time, nature's time of rest. Everything is sleeping. Things wake up in spring and they start to grow and bloom. If you want your New Year's resolutions to really come true, make them in April. Anyway, good luck. God bless you all and your families. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Get off grid, grow your own food, arm yourselves, and make friends with like-minded people.